Have you got any revisionist thoughts on Super Bowl 54 now you've had a couple of weeks to digest and maybe watch the game back again?
Well, the funny thing is, the more that I look at the game, the more I still see that the crucial calls in the game were very much one-sided. They all seem to go in Kansas City's way. And
am I smelling a conspiracy theory here a little bit?
Well, who knows? But I was listening to Mike Lombardi just the other day and catching up. And he reminded me of what he had said before the game, which was if he were Kyle Shanahan, he would go to Bill Vinovich and say, look, they cannot block our defensive line. So if you ain't going to call holding, you might as well give them the trophy now.
Right.
And that's exactly the way it played out, because the key play of the game, if you watch it again, the pass to Tyreek Hill, Eric Fisher gets beat by Joey Bosa right off the line of scrimmage. And as he comes up, Bosa from behind basically puts his arm around him and then pushes. And so he, instead of going back to Mahomes, he goes in front, and Mahomes is dropping back. He was probably 12 yards back from the line of scrimmage by the time he threw that ball. But that was the key play. And if you're ever going to call hold in a game, that would have been the one to call. So, yeah, and...
What about on Shanahan, who seemed to get a lot of criticism in the immediate aftermath for his play calling and deviating from the run? Now, looking back on it and how ineffective the run was in the second half, can you blame him? I mean, is that fair criticism he's been getting?
Probably less so than it's been given. The end of the first half, I was highly critical of him, but looking at it again, I can see where maybe he didn't want to risk giving the ball away.
Oh, this is
This was at the end of the first half.
When he was very cautious. Sure.
They complete the pass to Wilson, and all of a sudden they've got room to maneuver.
Yeah.
So he then throws the long ball to Kittle, which is another terrible call of offensive interference.
That was maybe the worst call of all.
Yeah.
But I'm with you on that.
But then toward the end of the game, I think
just on that point there, the caution, because you're saying that he was maybe right to be cautious because there was enough time to give the ball back to the Chiefs, and that could have been a really dangerous hammer blow right before halftime. But towards the end of the game, when he deviated, the majority of the second half, where he deviated from the run.
In the fourth quarter, it was hard to tell, because what it looked like to me was that Kansas City was selling out to get into the backfield, basically. And you could have run some kind of counters that would have probably worked. Now, remember, he got 5 or 6 yards on first down.
Yep.
The two series that he had. Then he goes immediately to the pass on second down. And here's another play that I don't think has gotten enough attention. When there was the helmet to helmet on Jimmy G.
Yeah.
And I have the feeling that after that he was not quite 100%.
Yep.
And therefore, when Chris Jones gets the block, deflects the two passes, part of that is seeing where your lane is for throwing. I'm not sure Jimmy G was processing that as quickly as he might. And that was another one that went uncalled. And I thought that was a brutal no call, because, protecting the quarterback is the one thing that's not supposed to, be a judgment call, basically. You hit the quarterback's head with your helmet after he's thrown the ball. That should be a penalty automatically.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.